Ty Bartell with a player profile interview, volleyball edition with Morgan Roby. I think this might be the first volleyball edition we've done with you, Morgan. First
Yeah,
and foremost, how are we doing today?
I'm doing good. Yeah.
That's good. That's good to hear. You're doing pretty good as well this season on the volleyball court, and you've taken a big step in a role as a sophomore this season. What's it been like playing for the Falcons this year, and what's been kind of so special and fun about this year's team?
Well, the first thing is I get to play with my cousin this year, and we have a great bond. And I feel like our team has a great bond together. We always laugh. We're having fun about anything, and we just have chemistry that just helps us in all ways. And yeah.
I'm sure there's been plenty of either backyard or other volleyball matches played with Afton prior to, but what's it like now stepping into the high school season too? Do you guys have that kind of unique connection or chemistry when you guys are playing together on the court?
Yeah, we do. We're always laughing together. We have the same personality, same jokes, same everything. Like we're basically like the same person. And she makes me laugh and I make her laugh and yeah.
You look at this season and the big role you've taken and the big steps you've had to take to get to these roles you have now. What did last season? What was that like for you, and what was those experiences like for this season too? Do you feel like they helped you out too? And what'd you take away from last year that you brought into this year?
Well, last year it did help out. I wanted to improve more so I could be on varsity this year because I wanted to step up my game from I was on freshman and JV last year, but I wanted to step it up so I can be on varsity this year and be a right side. So I started practicing even more. Even at club, I would practice and practice just to get the spot.
Do you feel like momentum, maybe not for the team, but for yourself, carried over from softball season and going on that magical run? Do you feel like going into volleyball season, you were still feeling kind of amped up and feeling the vibes from that special run?
Yes, I definitely am. And I feel like we do have a shot for something for volleyball and we can get far.
You look at the tough matches that you guys have played, and I mean, you've won a good majority of them. I think 16 wins this season, and another great year for Falcons volleyball. What's been one of your favorite matches and some of your favorite memories of this season so far?
My favorite match has to be the Medina match on last Saturday because it was like it was 26-27. We were winning and they sent a free or a ball over and I had to run and go get it. I slammed my hip on the ground. Afton sent a free ball over and the ref was scared. Like everyone looked at the ref. She was just scared and then she called it in and then me and Afton ran to each other. We were hugging and yeah.
That's an awesome special moment. And you talk about the grabbing that big dig and being able to grab a hold of that. You stepped into the role of libero because of some injuries too. And of course, Izzy's back now, and that's huge for you guys. She's one of the best, I think, in the area. But you've always had that ability to step into whatever role comes your way, and you've always been cool with it, no matter the sport that you play. What kind of gives you that kind of that freelance mindset of whatever the team needs me to do, I'll do it too? And how do you make the most of that role too? Because you always seem to excel in whatever role you step in.
Well, I feel like I'm a very versatile player that you could put anywhere when you need me to, and I will work in that position and help my team for whatever needs to be done, and I will practice that and while I'm at practice before any game or match. When I found out I had to be a libero, I was surprised because I mean, my coach said that she needed someone to move and get every ball up. So, and that's what I did. So, and yeah.
You found success in that role, and you're continuing to find success with the roles that you're in the entire team. The thing I'm always impressed with you is you might not have the most height, but you can jump out of the gym. You have one of the most insane verticals I've ever seen. Do you work on that? Is that something, or has that always just come natural to you? What do you credit this insane vertical to?
Well, I feel like some of it, and most of it is natural, but I also get some of it from in the weight room too, with also practicing jumping, box jumping, and squats, like split squats, anything squatting, and trap bar, deadlift, and yeah, I think it helps me build my muscle and my legs, and so I could jump even higher.
You're a multiple sport athlete, but where did volleyball start fitting into your life? What's some of the earliest memories you have in the sport, and when did you first find yourself involved?
Probably seventh grade volleyball, but I did start volleyball like in second grade. I used to do like these little tournament things, but I didn't really do like travel volleyball between there because I always had softball and I'm traveling. But seventh grade is when I really started volleyball. I played for middle school and I actually was pretty good. And then I just kept building myself, and I'm where I am now.
What's the biggest piece of advice or the biggest thing you've learned from that course, from those years until now in the sport that has helped you along the way?
Just put in the work every second, and everything you'll get better at everything.
I know athletes always try to find parallels throughout sports too to try to make it easier and just make those connections. Do you find any parallels amongst the sports that you play and things that help out, whether that's in the training, the lifting, or even the playing of the game?
Well, I feel like like softball and volleyball, like I have like the same like energy and stuff. Like, and I try to keep up energy. Like, but they're both mental games. Then it's hard to keep up with it, but I always keep a constant energy and keep my teammates up with me.
Looking at this year's team, I mean, you guys got another conference under your belt too, and I mean, for you girls to step into that after having some big time players like Jocelyn Jordan leave from last year, it's another accomplishment to continue that success of the program. What does that mean to you personally, and what do you think it means to the team as a whole to just continue that success that teams prior to you have set?
I think it means a lot because I feel like we are even better than we were last year because I feel like we have so many versatile players that can move in any spot when you need them to. And like I feel like we're just like a good team that is just always there for each other and everything.
You have a fantastic support system in the crowd, to say the least. Too, they're always loud and proud to be cheering your name. That's got to feel great for you to always have. And I mean, they're there away, home. It feels like every match. What's that like for you to have just have that loud and proud support system there for you every match?
I love it. My friends are always cheering me on, and I just feels like amazing. Like I love like the support that they give me, and they're just always there cheering for me and making sure I do good in everything that I do.
What do you think the key to finding success in high school volleyball is? I mean, as you've been able to do from last year and now to this year.
I think just working hard and just like moving around. Like I was an outside hitter on freshman and JV, and then I decided to change up so I could be a right side hitter so I could be on varsity this year. Like just try to be a most coachable player like player on the team, and always just be versatile.
I'm sure each one of those experiences playing different positions has helped shape the player you are today. Is there one that you've preferred, or something you've taken away from each position, or what are some big things you've taken away from the positions you played?
Mm, I feel like I've like taken away like I think I am a good libero, but if I don't block, where's my jump? Like it's just not there, and I do have like I really do have a good vertical, but I don't get blocks all the time. But you kind of like you might need me up there to help get touches on everything, and yeah.
Looking at this season, you guys are gearing up for the tournament. Only a couple of matches left before that. What are some things you're looking to just sure up and get ready for prior to tournament time?
Well, we're gonna work at practice. Work on like all of our like airs that we've had and our hitting airs, and have good service receive at practice, and always just work on our service receive, and just make sure our passing's good and stuff.
Going into as a freshman too to tournaments, it's always there's gonna be jitters, there's always gonna be nerves. I don't think that ever goes away, even up until your senior year. But do you feel like a little bit less of it? Do you feel a little more confident going into the second year? Or do you still feel the nerves and the butterflies in the stomach full force?
I feel like I'm like all over the place because I feel the butterflies and the nerves. I feel confident, but and yeah, I feel confident and I have the nerves about like cuz like I'm nervous, like I just get scared like just playing and then there's people watching and yeah.
You still find a way to excel and succeed, even with all the nerves too. Look, that's you on the player side. Let's look at you on the person side. Obviously, you have to manage time being a multiple sport athlete, but when you do get that downtime, that free time, what is it you enjoy doing?
Oh, I like to hang out with my friends and my grandma all the time and we watch movies and scary movies and stuff and yeah, play video games.
It's spooky season. What's the favorite scary movies franchise?
I like The Conjuring.
That seems to be a favorite amongst a lot of groups now anymore. I think they just came out with a new one too,
Yeah,
didn't
they're
they?
coming out with a new one soon. Yeah.
It's coming around the corner too. I also know there's a lot of Marvel fans
Yeah.
around the community too. Favorite Marvel superhero and favorite movie.
Hmm. My favorite Marvel superhero is Scarlet Witch.
All
Um,
right,
and my favorite movie has to be the first Avengers movie.
that one is a classic too. Did you watch any of WandaVision?
Yes.
I enjoyed WandaVision a lot as well. You talked about hanging out with your friends too. Is there a certain spot you guys like to go, or is it just someone's house that's the group spot?
Well, we like to go to like these courts in McDonald, and then we like to go to my friend's house, Smiley's, and then we go to Sheets a lot, and yeah.
Is the sheets for the MTO? No doubt. What's the favorite MTO there?
Hmm. Mm. I like I like their mac and cheese bites. They're so good.
Do you dunk them into the nacho cheese? Because like
No,
that's what
no.
I've done. I double up. I go insane with the cheese. But no, the mac and cheese bites, no doubt, are a favorite there as well. Any other favorite spots too? Is that the favorite eat outs place in Austintown
Yeah.
too, or do you have? Oh, it's she's like no doubt that's what it is. What's the favorite treat around the area too? If you're going for a
Handles.
sweet,
Handles.
what's
100% handles.
what's the flavor?
S'mores.
S'mores, all right. Cotton candy is one I hear a
Ew.
lot, and that one, no, not for you.
Yeah. That's so gross.
Not about it. What has been one of your biggest role models, both inside and outside the sport of volleyball?
My parents, my brother, and my grandma and my grandpa who's passed away. He was there for me all the time, always cheering me on for anything that I've done. And my grandma, she's always been at every single game of mine. And my parents are always they're like the most supportive of me. And just like my brother's an influence to me because he's in college right now and he goes to a D2 school for golf and he's actually really good. So and I want to be in college like that when I graduate and be at a good school and yeah.
I always love your parents there too. They're always there supporting you. Your dad has sported a couple of looks too. Did you prefer the long beard mixed scruff, or do you like the cleaned up shaven look for Pop?
I like the long beard, but
I,
my mom hates it.
so there's some difference of opinions
Yeah.
in the Roby household.
Yeah.
Looking at role models as well, you are quickly becoming one for a lot of the younger girls. I mean, they see the success you had on softball, they're seeing the success you have on volleyball. So these girls in middle school, elementary school, they're looking up to you now. What is some advice you give to those younger girls too that look at your position and say that they want to be in that varsity level in high school one day?
My advice is just keep working and be the person you want to be and always have always be a coachable player and um just be great.
All right, Morgan, as before we let you go, I always like to give you an opportunity. Shout out anyone you'd like to at this point, whether it's anyone from this season or from before that you'd like to shout out.
I would like to shout out my parents, my old coach from last year, Coach Mo. Um, I'd like to shout out Coach Herb, Coach DeFran, Coach Fisher, my grandparents, my best friends, and yeah.
Well, Morgan, we want to give you a shout out for a great season this year as you continue to develop yourself as a great player, but also a great person. We're continuing to root for you here at YSN as this has been another player profile, this time volleyball edition with Morgan Roby.